YouTube, what's up guys? Today we're going to talk about Power League. Now, this is a video that I initially wanted to make a couple of days ago when Power League first came out, but I feel like that wouldn't be doing it justice, right? I feel like hasty opinions normally don't hit right, so I wanted to take the time over the past couple of days to play as much as one could possibly play, and be as thorough and as concise as I could be. And I did that. I played this game mode, no exaggeration, no cap, as the kids say. I played for 12 hours every single day. I wish I was joking. This game mode is so much fun. I feel like it's perfect for the game. It's a huge step in the right direction. I know I throw that analogy around a lot, but I feel like it's important to acknowledge when game developers do something right that the community wants. So thank you. Also, me and Frank from Supercell are pretty much best friends now. We're going to Tahiti soon. It's going to be super exciting. He's been liking all my tweets. You know what I mean? It's a budding friendship. But that's not what we're here to talk about, okay? I made a list of some pros and cons of the game mode so far, and maybe some potential fixes. Who knows? Maybe a developer sees this or this gets the right eyes on it. And, boom, there it is. So I feel like I should start by telling you guys my rank. I feel like this will maybe further validate my opinion and maybe it resonates a little bit more. So I managed to get all the way up to Mythic 1. I played 12 hours every single day so far, and I spent the first 2 days learning. I've gotten a lot better at the game mode. I know who to ban. I know what comps work better on what maps, who counters who, all that kind of stuff. I've learned a lot about the game. Listen, there's nothing wrong with the bronzes and the silvers and the golds, and the diamonds. We love you, okay? It's cool. I'm not saying it's bad to be in those rankings. Don't get it twisted. What I'm saying is players at a higher skill level or higher rank usually run into some different problems that the lower ranking players don't run into. I'm not saying it's bad to be that low. What I'm saying is we have different problems. So I'm going to go over some of the pros and some of the positive takeaways from it so far, and then I'm going to get into the negatives. This is mainly about the team mode. I've only played 10 games of solos. I haven't played much of it at all, but I still have a short list to talk about with that. The game mode's just fun. It's incredibly enjoyable. It's like the top trophy players have been crawling through the Sahara Desert on their hands and knees, just waiting and waiting and hoping. And all of a sudden, a pool of crystal clear drinking water appears right in front of you. And boom, there it is. It's incredibly refreshing, and I think it's perfect for the game. Another positive is that it's actually skill-based. Pushing in this game mode is difficult. You need to win so consistently to push through the ranks, and I think that's good. The fact that it's actually challenging is something that we haven't seen in the game yet, and it's what, honestly, players like myself needed. If you want to climb through Diamond 3 or Diamond 2, I'd say that you need to win 7 or 8 games out of 10. That's a high win rate, and it doesn't make it easy to get up there. Another positive is that the matches are actually challenging. The game mode's actually tough, not allowing mirror brawlers or 2 teams to have the same brawlers on them is so good. It's perfect. It's something underrated that I didn't even think about. If you think about it, right? If you allow teams to have the same characters, then you would just see the same comps on every map. You'd probably see the same comp 9 times out of 10 on every single map, and that would just be about as fun as watching paint dry. Doesn't sound fun at all. So, key positives, it's fun, it's skill-based, it's difficult to progress, and that's exactly what I wanted. The negatives. It's a bit of a longer list, so sit tight. Long matchmaking. So, when you get up to a certain rank, you get higher and higher, and there's less and less players at those ranks. So that makes finding a game a bit of a daunting task. If you follow some of your favorite pro players on Twitter or subscribe to them on YouTube, I'm sure you heard them talk about how long the matchmaking takes. And this is something I saw too, over the past couple of days. I've seen them talk about 30-minute matchmaking, hour-long matchmaking, just waiting for one game. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, right? And then one of my friends that I was playing with hit Mythic 2. And one of our games, I'm not joking, I wish I was exaggerating. But our game took 45 minutes to find a match. 45 minutes! That's crazy! 45 minutes to find one game. That's wild. It almost makes the game unplayable, because who wants to wait an hour to get a game that takes 5 minutes to finish, and then you gotta do it all again? Not me. Not me. After that experience of waiting 45 minutes, I haven't played since, and I don't really know what to do. So first negative, long matchmaking. That ties into my next problem, which is dodging. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, dodging is when you get into a game and you just close the app, and then it cancels the game. and then you dodge whoever you're supposed to be playing against. There's supposed to be penalties in place for things like this where you just leave the game, right? But the game mode's new, and the Brawl Stars developers, it's a smart decision, honestly. Uh, they made it so there's no penalties quite yet, so that the people understand how to play the game mode. But naturally, at the top level, people manipulate this, and people just leave the games against us all the time. It's got to the point where a lot of the professional players they changed their names to a bunch of emojis, like clown emojis or money signs or something like that, or whatever they want to their spirit animal, so that people don't know who they are. Dodging's a big problem. We waited I'd say 20 minutes one time, and then the people dodged us, and we waited 20 minutes again, and they dodged us again. And it's so frustrating. I was an inch away from snapping my iPad in half. But with that being said, it's smart on the developers to not penalize people right away, because sometimes I just blunder and I forget to pick a character, and then the matchmaking cancels as well. So I don't know if there's any solution for this, right? I think it's just a matter of time before they implement penalties for people that continuously dodge over and over and over. I think that every single player that you play against should be anonymous. In every single mode, across ladder and power league, and everything you're doing, it should all be completely anonymous. It just makes sense that you don't know who you're playing against. I'm not saying I'm the best player in the world or anything, and maybe they're dodging because of my teammates as well, but people see us and they just dodge us every time. And I'd imagine that it happens way more with a lot of the professional players because they're more notable. So I feel like hiding names is important. Also, a bigger problem is people throwing games because they match up against their favorite content creator and they want to get their couple minutes of fame and maybe do them some justice or something. That's a huge problem for huge YouTubers, probably like OJ and those guys. But, I think it's just better if you don't know who you're playing against. But for someone like me who streams the game, right, people will see my name, come to my stream, and then listen to us talk about what our plans are for drafting and stuff like that. And then it's just why, I feel like it's just easier to make everyone's name completely anonymous, and boom, there it is. So that's me talking about Team Power League so far. Those are the problems I've run into, and those are my experiences thus far. I've only played 7 or 8 games of solo. It is a roller coaster of a game mode, to say the least. It is wild. People just don't know who to ban, or they pick terrible, Shelly in Heist. What are you doing? You know what I mean? They just don't know who to pick, or don't know who to ban, or, whatever. I wish I could get you guys the replay, but I had a game earlier where this guy picked Tick, and this guy, the other kid on my team must have just not liked Tick. He was good on the map, too. It was dueling beetles. He's actually pretty good there. And this guy was playing BB and just swung his bat at him the entire time and just didn't play the game. I've never been so confused in my entire life. I didn't understand. I was just sitting there what are you doing? Why? I just don't get it. I've seen YouTubers like Ark pretty much just quit playing solo because of how infuriating the randoms can be. I don't know. I don't know if there's a fix for bad randoms. I think, playing with random players at every level is always going to be infuriating no matter what. It just is what it is. It's part of the solo queuing experience. I think over time, though, players will get progressively better, and that'll be good. But it's just a matter of time, honestly. But that's it for solos. That's all I got. I think, obviously, randoms are going to be bad. But anyway, I think this game mode's great. It's a ton of fun. It's by no means perfect, though. I think if anyone set their expectations for this game mode to be perfect on release, they're delusional. I don't think that's fair, right? Obviously, things are going to come out. They're going to work on them. They're going to find the problems. They're going to make them better. And it's all going to happen over time, man. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I know this video is a bit different than normal. I just wanted to get my opinion out there on Power League so far. And, maybe one of the developers sees the video, gets in the right eyes, and some of the problems get fixed sooner than later. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. I love you guys. Peace.